Gripen E just did what NATO feared the most, and in a recent war game it did the unthinkable. It didn't just win a dogfight. It didn't just evade a missile. It performed a maneuver so strategically devastating, it exposed a critical vulnerability in the entire foundation of modern NATO defense doctrine. This is the story of how the Gripen E just did what NATO feared the most. To understand why this is a big deal, we have to understand NATO's biggest nightmare. A potential adversary with vast quantities of advanced surface-to-air missiles like the S-400 and S-500 creates an impenetrable bubble over a huge area. Inside this bubble, their ground forces are free to operate. NATO's air power, its F-35S, its Typhoons, its F-15S, can't get close enough to strike without facing catastrophic losses. Runways are cratered by ballistic missiles. Aircraft are shot down dozens of miles from the front lines. This is the A2/AD strategy. It's designed to lock NATO out, and for years, breaking this bubble has been the alliance's single greatest tactical challenge. Enter the Gripen E. Sweden, neutral and ever pragmatic, designed this jet with one brutal northern European winter in mind: survival. It's not the fastest or the one with the most missiles. Its genius is in its philosophy: distributed operations. It can land and take off from highways. Forget massive vulnerable air bases. A Gripen can operate from a short stretch of public road, a forest clearing, hidden in dispersals. You can't destroy what you can't find. It's a networking hub. Its sensor suite is designed to see, share, and run. It gathers data and instantly shares it with other Gripens, with ground units, with naval assets, creating a common, survivable picture of the battlefield. It's built for electronic warfare. It's not just a fighter, it's a sophisticated electronic attack platform. But the recent exercise showed something new, something more profound. Here's what happened. In the simulated combat exercise, the Gripen E wasn't used as a traditional wild weasel to physically destroy air defense radars with missiles, a high-risk mission. Instead, it performed what analysts are calling an electronic assassination. Flying low and fast using its advanced electronic warfare suite, it didn't just jam the enemy's high-value surveillance radar, it spoofed it. It fed it false data, convincing the entire system that the threat was coming from somewhere it wasn't. It effectively blinded the cornerstone of the A2/AD network without firing a single shot. And then, it disappeared. By the time the adversary realized what happened, the Gripen had landed on a remote highway, refueled, rearmed, and was back in the air. This is the nightmare. A cheap, agile, and survivable platform that can systematically dismantle a billion-dollar integrated air defense system from the inside out using electrons instead of explosives. It turns the A2/AD bubble from a shield into a liability. So why does this matter so much to NATO? The cost equation. An F-35 is a magnificent sledgehammer, but a Gripen E is a scalpel. At a fraction of the cost, NATO allies, especially smaller nations on the front lines, can afford a fleet of these jets specifically designed to punch holes in A2/AD networks, creating corridors for the heavier-hitting aircraft. Strategic dilemma for adversaries. How do you defend against an enemy you can't pin down? The Gripen's road-based capability creates endless uncertainty, stretching enemy intelligence and targeting resources to the breaking point. A new doctrine. This proves that the future of air warfare isn't just about stealth and supercruise. It's about multi-domain synergy, electronic warfare, and dispersion. The Gripen E is arguably the world's first platform built from the ground up for this exact reality. The Gripen E's demonstration wasn't just about winning an exercise, it was a proof of concept. It showcased a viable, affordable, and terrifyingly effective way to counter the one strategy designed to defeat NATO. It did what NATO feared most. It proved that the world's most advanced defense networks are not invincible, and it proved that sometimes the most powerful weapon isn't the biggest bomb but the smartest idea. What do you think? Is the Gripen E the key to unlocking modern defenses? The Gripen was designed from the ground up with one word in mind: survivability. But how? Not by being a lumbering giant that needs a palace to operate from. True survivability comes from being agile, dispersed, and affordable. Think about it. A multi-billion-dollar fortress is a target. A network of dozens of agile jets able to operate from a highway one day and a forest road the next, that's a nightmare for any adversary. The Gripen E's power isn't just in its engines, it's in its strategic genius. It's designed to be maintained by a small crew in under 10 minutes. Its operating cost is a fraction of its competitors. This means more jets, more pilots, more training, and more missions. That is real power. Unlike heavy, expensive jets, the Gripen E follows a different philosophy: smart, affordable, and deadly. Weighing less than many rivals, yet carrying advanced avionics and weapons, the Gripen is built to fight smarter, not heavier. It can take off and land on highways, be serviced by just 6 technicians, and return to battle in under 10 minutes. Imagine a fighter so flexible that an entire fleet can stay operational even if air bases are destroyed. That's Sweden's vision of survival. Let's talk about what makes the Gripen E so brilliantly modern. The real power of the Gripen E lies in its brain. It uses one of the most advanced AESA radars in the world, detecting threats long before being detected. But radar is only half the story. Gripen's electronic warfare suite is legendary, capable of jamming, deceiving, and even blinding enemy systems. Some experts say, if Gripen can see you, you're already defeated. Its cockpit is designed for the pilot, with wide digital screens, AI assistance, and helmet-mounted displays giving 360-degree awareness. Add to that the ability to fire beyond visual range missiles like Meteor, the deadliest air-to-air missile on the planet, and you have a fighter that dominates skies without even entering dogfight range. Electronically scanned array radar, the ES-05 Raven ESA radar, is a game-changer. It doesn't just look forward, it can see in multiple directions simultaneously, tracking dozens of targets at immense ranges without giving away its position. It's like having the keenest eyesight imaginable, with a 360-degree view. And all this information is fed to the pilot through an intuitive, sensor-fused cockpit. Huge panoramic touchscreens, voice commands, and a helmet-mounted display that projects essential data onto the pilot's visor. The pilot doesn't just fly the jet, they fuse with it, making decisions at the speed of thought. But the intelligence doesn't stop there. The Gripen is a network node. It shares what it sees instantly and seamlessly with other Gripens, with ground units, with naval ships, and with command centers. It's the quarterback of the digital battlefield, making the entire force smarter and deadlier. A smart brain needs a powerful body. The Gripen E is powered by the formidable GEF 414G engine, providing incredible thrust-to-weight ratio and supercruisability, the capability to fly at supersonic speeds without using its fuel-guzzling afterburner. Its unique delta wing and forward canard design make it incredibly agile. It can change direction, energy, and attitude in a blink, giving it a devastating advantage in a dogfight. And when it's time to strike, it carries a formidable arsenal. From the deadly Meteor beyond visual range air-to-air missile, the best in its class, to a full suite of precision-guided bombs and anti-ship missiles. It's a multirole predator, equally lethal in air-to-air or air-to-ground missions. The most stunning feature of the Gripen E might be that it's built not for yesterday's wars, but for tomorrow's. Its open architecture software means it doesn't become obsolete. New weapons, new sensors, new capabilities can be integrated with a software update, like updating your smartphone. It's designed to be the heart of a future combat cloud, commanding drones, connecting with satellites, and evolving faster than any threat. Nations like Brazil, Sweden, and Hungary aren't just buying a jet. They're buying a constantly evolving ecosystem of technology for the next 40 years. The shocking truth behind the Gripen E is this: it doesn't need to be the biggest, fastest, or stealthiest fighter. Its power lies in its intelligence, flexibility, and survivability. While superpowers spend trillions building fleets that are too expensive to risk, Sweden built a fighter that is ready to fight every single day. That's why many experts quietly admit Gripen E might just be the most advanced and powerful modern fighter jet in the world. So, is the Gripen E the world's most advanced and powerful modern fighter jet? It doesn't have 2 engines, it isn't the heaviest, and it doesn't have the highest top speed. But power isn't just about physics, it's about strategy, it's about intelligence, it's about sustainability and evolution. The Gripen E represents a new definition of power, the power to be everywhere and nowhere. The power to see everything and share it, the power to adapt, outthink, and outmaneuver any challenge. It is not the largest predator in the sky, it is the smartest. And in the complex battlefields of the future, That is the ultimate advantage. What do you think? Is the future of air combat big and expensive or small, smart and networked? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the machines that shape our world. Thanks for watching.